Good morning, teacher. The purpose of this presentation is to talk about trends in education. So I'm going to share some information about teachers and textbook related to resources of information. So let's start with teachers. To begin with, teachers have always made a huge contribution to education. In the past, they were the only real resources of information. Needless to say, the student depend on them completely. It was a harsh but effective system where memorization dominated. In the present, education has changed. As we know, students have been using the internet, digital tools, AI, and online courses, and teachers have made the move from being the only real resource to becoming guides and mentors. But it's teachers who have helped students to think critically and evaluate information. Looking at the future, it's likely that artificial intelligence will take over some teaching strategies. However, it's teachers who will still make a contribution to motivation and human relationship. Without them, education will feel archaic and mechanical. So now let's talk about textbooks. To be honest, textbooks have been the backbone of learning. They have provided a structured knowledge for centuries, and it would be impossible to imagine learning without a book. Nowadays, textbooks have been changing a lot. Most of them are digital, interactive, and sometimes art adaptatives. It seems that traditional printed book is on a downward trend, while ebooks and online resources are definitely on the up. What is surprising is that these tools has made learning more effective than ever before. In the future, textbook will be more dynamic and personalized, and traditional printed books may fade, thanks to the technology. That's it. Thank you so much.
Okay, good morning, teacher. Now let's move on with strict discipline. I am going to talk about how it worked in the past, how it is seemed today, and how it may be look in the future. Okay, now to begin with, in the past, teachers gave all the orders to the classroom. Teacher were the main was the main authority to the classroom. Students had to do recitation, take notes, and make memorizations. And strict discipline was everywhere. That means that the teacher gave punishment to the students in order to then follow the guidelines or the rules. Needless to say that discipline was based on fear. That means that teachers can use harsh comments or even though use physical punishment in order that students control their behavior. Then let's move on with the present. Today, things are changing a lot, and with the technology marks the start of a new era. That means that teachers are not the ones that punish students to discipline them. It's more like the teachers nowadays are the guidelines, the supporters that help them to keep growing and to keep improving the learning process. Now, the disciplines is more focused on the guidance as I said before, instead of the fear. And to be honest, discipline is still important, but nowadays is more flexible, based on respect and responsibility. And finally, in the future, discipline will change a lot because maybe in 20, in 30, in 50 years, students will have developed more self-discipline and they will be more autonomous. And maybe machines will control everything, but the teachers will be the main ones that help the students to be motivated in the classroom. And what it really matters is to have a balance between firm rules in the classroom and the freedom that the students must have in order that they can enjoy the learning process. And that's it. Thank you so much.